It's not groundbreaking to say that in recent years anime has become more popular. Unless you're one of those people that thinks it's still 1975 and that animation is for kids, you know that anime has grown colossally in size in terms of its influence, and now we are truly spoiled for choice. However, with such large quantities to choose from, quality is going to become increasingly hard to find. Look no further than the isekai genre, or some types of fantasy. A lot of it, generally speaking, has become the same. Power fantasy after power fantasy after harem anime after harem anime after oddly specific fetish, or a blend of all those. You can only watch so many anime where a guy gets summoned into another universe, becomes obscenely powerful, and instantly has all girls crave his flesh like rabid Bieber fans in 2014, before you get bored and crave something more. Now, I'm very picky with anime as it is, so I'll only really watch something if I think it's going to be really good, or if I just want to observe how bad an anime is. But the anime I want to talk about now definitely fits into the former. Kekkai Sensen, or Blood Blockade Battlefront, is an anime that debuted in 2015 based on the manga of the same name that my best friend made me aware of when she showed me back in my first year of university. And my god, this anime is a gem. The story follows our main man Leonardo Watch, who moved to Hell Salem's Lot and works with Libra, which is an organisation that operates within Hell Salem's Lot to protect the balance between Earth and the Ulterworld. What's the Ulterworld, you might ask? It's another dimension that permanently links itself to Earth via Hell Salem's Lot, which is actually New York. This show sucked me in almost immediately. The setting, the mood, the music, which I won't play just in case of copyright issues, and so much more. Kekkai Sensen does an amazing job when it comes to characterization. You end up caring for all the main characters and liking them for all their quirks. Leo's kindness and surprising quick wits, Klaus's distinguished gentlemanliness, Zap being Zap, Chain being a badass and disliking Zap, and Sonic being the best monkey to ever exist. Oh yeah, did I mention that the monkey from the first episode ends up being a fleshed out and important character? That's how good this anime is. One of my favourite characters from this anime is a monkey. When it comes to world building, Kekkai Sensen really excels. The decision to have it be set in New York and to have a constant fog looming over was excellent. This, combined with the sort of fantasy looks certain parts have due to the Ulterworld's influence, combines to create a sort of low deco punk or diesel punk aesthetic that just pulls you in. And it got to the point where while I was watching, I was actually hoping there would be a decent amount of filler episodes covering other topics than the main big bads, because I wanted to learn every last bit of info about Hell Salem's Lot, how trade works, what the underground is like, what the lower levels look like, what kind of races live there, how technology has been influencing the world due to Hell Salem's Lot, and so on. And ironically, some of my questions ended up being answered anyway. It's almost like the mystery alone is enough to keep you invested. Kekkai Sensen isn't the only anime to do this, of course, but very few other anime have a setting like Kekkai Sensen. If you could tell by the English title, there are of course fight scenes in this anime, which are really well done and creative. With the effects and debris, you can really feel the weight and the impact of some scenes. One of my favourite moments, despite not being a fight, was when Zap was using a blood trail to secretly keep tabs on Leo's location, even when he was incapacitated, so the rest of the gang can follow him, even if he was taken deeper and deeper into the Beyond, following the blood trail once it was ignited. Which actually got me thinking, is there a Hell Salem's Lot equivalent in the Beyond? What does the rest of the Beyond look like? Even as I'm writing the script, I want to know more, which is a testament to how well this anime is put together. A lot of fiction has some pretty interesting worlds and settings, and it can be quite fun to imagine yourself in these worlds. Heck, that's pretty much why isekai exists, as an escapism from the miserable and bleak life most anime fans have. You included.
Actually, that's not...
Shut up? Sure.
You always hear or see discussions online that go something like, oh, what world would you want to live in? Oh, I want to live in MHA and have a cool quirk. I want to be a rebel in Star Wars. I want to live in the Sailor Moon universe and be a Sailor Scout. I want to serve in the Astra Militarum for the God Emperor of Mankind.
What is wrong with you? No, seriously. What the fuck is actually wrong with you?
Now, I live in the UK, in the East Midlands, and yeah, it's not great. I'm slowly going more insane and miserable here, so I've always had the need to just want to escape, both in immersing myself in fiction and in real life. I always planned to move away one day, and New York was actually on the list of potential places. So maybe that's why this anime speaks to me so much. I could sing the praises of this show for hours on end, but the only real way for you to make your mind up is to watch it yourself. I rarely see it talked about besides the few memes here and there and people pointing out that the ending is what people remember. I mean, it's a good ending that makes me nostalgic for a friend group that never existed to begin with, but still. I insist that everyone give this anime a chance, even if just one episode. Because this is a show that seriously deserves all the love it gets and more. Also, we need more merch of Sonic. Make it happen. I mean Sonic as in the monkey, but, you know, we also need more Sonic merch. I want them to bring back Blue Curry. Please bring that back, Sega, I want to try it.